That's why I'm not talking. I'm just waiting for. Hey, Ak, how are you? I'm just waiting for others to join. That's why I haven't begun yet. So we got Nagarat and them. How are you guys doing? Ak, what are you trading right now? Nathan says, "Hey, Mark, hope you're doing okay." Yeah, I'm fine. We've got Gagash, Tanka, Chinny, Hernandez, Lee, Rafael, Ak, Martini. Eric says, "I'm a small trader, so you got to start somewhere." PH, how you doing? Gagash. Um, Raphael says, "Looking fresh." I don't know about that. I've been so busy today, I haven't had a chance to shower. What's on your guys' mind? I've been talking about the trading pair, the forex trading pair, the pound versus the New Zealand dollar. Now, this has been in a stealth bull market for a long time. We had a double bottom at the 185 price level. I've been saying for weeks and weeks, this is the greatest buy, the greatest risk reward trade, that I could see on the board. And last night we just took off. We broke out from the 194 level, now trading over 196. And to me, this thing is going to just, go up a mile. So we're trading at charts are just slow to upload here. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. So this is the pound versus New Zealand dollar. It's trading at 196.26. It's up about 200 pips overnight. I've been talking about this pair with our members for several weeks now. There was a double bottom at the 185. To my mind, when you see these price patterns, they point in the direction that the market wants to go. But this thing took a long time to get there, and that's the problem with trading is that you guys look at it so closely that you start losing the forest for the trees. But to my mind, the pattern always tells you where the market's going. And the pound New Zealand dollar, to my mind, is the best buy, pound for pound, no pun intended. It just shot up huge today. Went from almost 193 to 196, shot up 300 pips overnight. My thoughts on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's in this huge thrashing trading range. If you look at the triple Qs, we're kind of thrashing between 310 and 325. We're on the high end of the range right now. In about an hour, Janet Yellen and the Treasury Secretary and Jerome Powell, the U.S. Fed Chairman, are going to be giving testimony. The market is going to be very much queuing on that. I think that there is a lot of resistance up here in the Nasdaq, and again, I wait to see how something closes relative to the high and low. Right now, we're on the high of the day in the Nasdaq. We still trading around 320, and the resistance is about 324. So we could still go up several hundred, QQQ points today. But there is a lot of resistance here. I am looking at this level very seriously. I still think that the indexes are not too far away from a major turning point that are going to send these indexes down 20 or 30%. So we could be days away, we could be a few weeks away, but we are right at a turning point. So, Eric, like I said, we're trading at the high right now. The market is waiting for this testimony by Yellen and Powell in about a half hour, 45 minutes. And I imagine we'll get a lot of volatility here. But, we are, at a resistance area, and if we power through this resistance, it could go considerably higher. But I just think that we're just not too far away from a major turning point. Dawn wants to know about NIO, NIO. This stock looks like it's put in a major top. Yeah, this stock put on a triple top price pattern at the 66 to 60, 64 to 66 level. And I think this thing is, headed lower. We're trading at 42, and I think it's going to go much lower. You've seen a lot of these bubbles starting to burst now in Plug Power, PLUG, and FCell. Those things are about down 50% off their highs. You're starting to see stocks like NIO start to crash. So I do think that this is the beginning of a major push down, and just maybe within. So XAU USD, which is spot gold. I've also been bearish on spot gold. Let me just go and check out gold right now. Yeah, gold is, hit this resistance at 1750 to 1760. And I think we're going to retest the 1700, 1680 level. So I like the short side of gold. So Plumline says, is it wise to pull your trades before these people speak in an hour because they tend to go in reverse? So, I try not to pay attention to the news. I look at what is happening on the price chart I'm looking at. And if I believe, like gold, that the direction is going to go lower, yes, it could bounce. There's likely going to be a lot of volatility. But frankly, on gold, I would, sell into any rally. So I don't really look at the news. I look at how, the pattern is setting up. What is the price action? And the news just really confirms what the market was already saying. The markets are a discounting mechanism. The markets are ahead of whatever Powell's going to say. They know exactly what he's going to say. The markets are already pricing that in. Now, you could get a tremendous amount of volatility. So it's up to you whether you want to take some risk off the board. But I don't really pay much attention to it. Eric wants to know PLTR. Is that Palantir? That stock's going lower too. It's got a huge double top at 45 and 37. And I think Palantir is going to mine lower levels, under $20 in the not too distant future. So I think all these stocks look like they're going to crack lower. And, just being held up, you get these daily rallies, but I would just sell into Palantir, and a bunch of other things. Obviously, the proxy stock right now is Tesla. We went, to almost 700 yesterday and then closed right on the low of the day. I think you're going to have follow through selling here. Chris, what about Zoom? Yeah, I was surprised by the price action in Zoom. Something must have pushed it today, intraday. Zoom hit that support level at 315, and it could go higher here. I mean, long term, this thing's going to go lower, but it has, long term, it has some support here at this 310 to 315. I've been short. I'm going to stay short. If it rallies more, I'll short more, but it could still rally considerably from here. So I want to see how we close today. I may take some off the board, but long term, Zoom is going lower. Raphael says, are you looking at armor stock? I'm not. Is that UA? What is the ticker symbol? UA. Under Armour, it's trading at 19. Yeah, it looks like it hit a top at the 20 level. I think there's a lot of resistance right here in Under Armour. So Nathan says, everybody's pumping Palantir. Well, then get out of the way. Don't fall for these pump and dump schemes. The biggest pump and dumper is this woman, Kathy Wood, of the ARK ETF, ARKK. I think she's a complete fraud. I think she's diluting or, fleecing investors. She put a price target on Tesla yesterday at $3,000. And I think she's just doing that to pump up her ETF. I think people are going to get hurt in that thing. So I would get out of Palantir. I would get short Palantir, actually. So are there any other questions? Let me see. There's some. Bitcoin, Bitcoin is just treading water. Bitcoin's also a parabolic market. I'm very afraid of markets that go straight up like that. Bitcoin's gone from 4,000 to 61,000. I think that, eventually it'll fall prey to every other parabolic market. But, you never know when these things end. It could go to $100,000 first. But I think it's a parabolic market, something that doesn't go up orderly, something that just goes like straight up. To my mind, I'm very afraid of those. That just is emotional, retail oriented thing. If you're not in it now, I don't think I would get into it. Oh, Raphael